Hello there. Thanks so much for joining me today. My name is Stephanie, and I will be your yoga teacher for today. Today's flow is going to be a full class, and we're kind of going to be sweaty and stretchy. Sweaty and stretchy. I like those two things together. We're going to start in extended wide-legged child's pose. So everybody meet me on your mat in your most beautiful extended wide-legged child's pose. So we're taking our knees to the outside edges of the mat. Big toes touch each other, and you can send those hips back. Finding that comfort. And then slowly we walk our hands forward, forehead to the mat. Just drop it in, noticing how we feel, taking note of our breathing, allowing the breath to become a conscious inhale and exhale, and making sure every time we inhale, we are fully filling up the belly and the chest before our exhale. As always, with a full yoga class, we're going to get a nice warm up. Like I said, we'll get nice and warm, sweaty. We'll do some core work, and then we will cool down with a lot of stretching. Setting an intention. What brought you here? What got you on your mat this morning, and what's going to keep you here? On your next inhale, we're going to go ahead and come up onto the tippy toes of the hands and walk over towards the left. Stretching down that right side body here. And coming back through center and walking over towards the right. Now we get to stretch out on that left side. And how we come back to center. Beautiful. Go ahead and put those forearms on the mat. We're going to roll forward, coming into Sphinx. So send those legs back long, about hip distance apart back there. Our elbows are under our shoulders, and our forearms are fully on the mat, and our hands are gripping. Our gaze is forward, and we have a big old smile on our face. Happy yogis. Let's take a few breaths here, puffing that chest up. And we're going to come on down to our bellies. Take your arms in a T shape and kick over towards the left. Stretching all in that left shoulder here. Maybe feeling your spine pop just a touch from this little twist. That left shoulder is really tight. Just be sure you're sending that breath to the tight spot. Just close your eyes and visualize that breath going in there, getting that blood flowing nice and flowy. So slowly we come back to the center, onto our bellies, and take those arms out in T. And then we're going to kick over towards that right side. Now we are stretching all in the left shoulder. Same things on this side. If it's tight, we just want to send that breath to the tight areas. Gently, we roll back onto our stomachs here. And we can go ahead and put our hands back where our shoulders go. We're going to do some spinal undulations here with some Cobra. So we're going to push up baby Cobra here. Breathe and release. Beautiful. One more like that. Push up Cobra. Breathe and release. Very nice. This time we'll try it with no hands. So good. Push up into our Cobra, just however far you make it. Breathe and release. Let's do that again with no hands. And we just allow our inhale to lift us. And release. Plant those hands and maybe go and push up full Cobra here. If that feels good, maybe even taking those hands out and pushing up into seal. Of course, we're finding whatever feels good in our bodies today. As long as we are smiling, happy yogis, we are good. And exhale, we release. We're going to tuck the toes and push through the hands and go ahead and push back onto those heels. Coming in for a toe stretch. You got it. Interlace the hands and just roll them one way and the other. Push them out in front of you. Take them up overhead. Breathe. And release. Interlace them behind your back now and pull down, pulling those shoulder blades together. Chest has a little lift here. Forgetting all about the toe stretch. Beautiful. Release. And we're going to come in for our all fours here. If those toes are a little bit cranky, just go ahead and give them a little pat. Very nice. We're just going to take some cat-cows here. So I'm going to let you do these on your own. We drop the belly, lift the chest on the inhale, and we round through the spine for cat on the exhale. So just do a couple of these with your own breath. Warming up that spine, really feeling into it. Of course, there's always barrel rolls that you could take. You could also do these from child's pose, back and forth between all fours. There's all kinds of ways to warm up the spine. And it's so important to warm up our spines. Let's take a couple more of these on your own. And everybody will come back and meet in our neutral all fours position here. Go ahead and send that left leg back. Right arm forward. Breathe. We're going to play here. So take that right arm to the right, left leg to the left. Do your best. It's okay. And knee to elbow. And release. Very nice. Very fun. Right leg goes back. Left arm forward. Breathe. Find that balance. And left arm to the left. Right leg to the right. Breathe. Hold. And knee to elbow. And release. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and take some fire hydrants on the right side. So, of course, we are lifting that right leg up, bent or straight if you want, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. 10. Beautiful. Release. And let's jazzy it over to the other side. So the left leg for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very, very nice. You can go and push back. Child's pose for just a minute here. And slowly roll yourself back up. Send that left leg back and pivot. And send the left arm up towards the sky. Going in for gate pose here. If you want to take that right foot behind you, offer you a little better balance there. You be my guest. Breathe. Very nice. And release that left hand down. Left knee plants, right foot comes back and pivots. And now our right hand goes up. We are in gate pose on the other side now. And if you want to pivot that left leg, please do that. Gaze is up towards that hand. And release it down. And the right knee comes back down. Very nice. So let's go and tuck our toes. And inhale, send those sits bones up towards the sky. Coming into our first downward dog here on my tiptoes. And once you feel good here, pushing equally through both the shoulders, let's go ahead and give our little dog a walk. So pushing the right heel down to the mat. And right heel lifts, left heel pushes down. We can just go back and forth, alternating between the heels. And if you want to find stillness, this is a perfect spot to find a little bit of stillness. And we're going to slowly walk up to the top of the mat. And once we get there, we're just going to hang here in our ragdoll. You can interlace opposite elbows and sway left to right. Just breathing. No holding or clenching. Plant the hands and inhale. We come up halfway lift, making sure that weight is in the toes, not in the heel. And exhale, we fold over both of those legs. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, very slowly. Head and neck come last. Roll those shoulder blades back. Crown of the head reaching towards the sky. Very nice. Feeling into our mountain pose, aka Tadasana here. Inhale, arms up overhead, gaze follows. And exhale, we slice through the sky. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step the right foot back, followed by the left. Lower down the knees, the chest, and the chin. And then we roll through into our Cobra. Beautiful. Go ahead and tuck the toes. Send those hips back. Walk the hands forward. We're coming in for puppy here. So dropping that chest down and the forehead to the chest. Active arms here, so we're actively pushing through those shoulders. Just breathing here. Just inhales and long exhales. And slowly we go ahead and roll up. Pulling those hands back, tucking those toes, and sending the hips up, down dog. Very nice. We're going to go ahead and inhale that right leg up, square hips, bend the leg, and open the hips. Beautiful. Just feeling into that. Maybe seeing if you can see that right toes under the armpit on the left. And now we're coming in knee to nose. Kiss it. Send it back. Three-leg dog. Knee to right elbow. Send it back. Three-leg dog. Knee to left elbow and hold. And send it back. Three-leg dog. And roll forward. Step it in between the hands. Lower down that left knee and inhale your way up to our low lunge here. Beautiful. We breathe. And we go and push back to half splits here. So squared hips, a little bend in that right knee, and right feet are pushing, or right toes are actively reaching towards the ceiling. Spine is straight here. Gaze is forward. Very nice. Roll forward. Tuck the left toes and pick that knee up. Plant the left hand beside the right foot and right hand sweeps up towards the sky. Revolved side angle. Breathe. And plant the hand beside that right foot and step it back. Downward dog. Next inhale, sweep that left leg up towards the sky, square them hips. And then bend that leg and open those hips. Maybe seeing if you can see those left toes under that right armpit there. Roll forward, knee to nose. Maybe give that knee a kiss before sending it back. Three-leg dog. Roll forward, knee to left elbow. Three-leg dog. Roll forward, knee to right elbow and hold. And three-leg dog. And roll forward, plant it in between the hands. Lower down that right knee and allow your next inhale to bring you up to our low lunge. Breathe. And we push back, half splits. Square hips, a little bend in that left knee. Left toes are pointed towards the ceiling. Sending that loving breath to those tight areas as always. Very nice. Roll forward, tuck those right toes and lift that right knee, right hand beside left foot, and the left hand sweeps up towards the sky. Gaze follows. And here we are in our revolved side angle. Such a nice pose here. Pose, aka asana. All poses are asanas. Beautiful. Plant that hand and frame that foot. Step it back. Downward dog. Very nice. Hop, step, jump, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold over both of those legs. Inhale, roots arise. Arms come all the way up overhead. And exhale them down through heart center. Very nice. We breathe. We're going to slowly shift the weight into this left foot and pick the right foot up. You can hug that knee into your chest if that feels good for you. Maybe roll that ankle. And we're going to send that leg out in front of us. Arms up. Breathe. Now we're going to come through warrior three. So hands at heart center. Swing that right leg back behind you. Find that drishti, that gazing point in front of you. Breathe. And we're going to fall over this left leg. Right leg goes up for our standing splits here. You can keep both of your hands on the mat for balance. Or you can take that left hand around that left calf to take you a little bit deeper. Just breathing. And take a big step back, coming up into our warrior one. So step that foot back, allow your inhale to bring you up for warrior one. Very nice. Nice big inhale and exhale through the nose. And open up into our warrior two here. Breathing. Drop that right hand, left hand lifts up. Exalted warrior. And then go ahead and come around, bringing that left hand to that left, or the left elbow to the left knee, right hand up and over. Could also drop that left hand beside that left foot, if that feels better. For our extended side angle. So nice. Go ahead and plant that right hand down. Frame that foot and step it back. to our downward facing dog. Come up on those tiptoes, hop, step, or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, root to rise. Arms come all the way up overhead. And exhale them down through heart center. Very nice. Let's just take a second here. Find our stability. Take a few nice inhales and exhales before we shift our weight over to the right and pick that left knee up. You can hug that knee in the chest if you did that last time. Give that ankle a little roll. And then we're going to send it out in front of us, arms up. Breathe. Exhale them hands down through heart center. Slowly send that left leg back, coming into our warrior three on this side. Breathe. Find that gazing point. And we're going to fold over that right leg for our half split, for our standing splits. Same thing as the other side. You can keep both of your hands on the mat for balance, or you can use that right hand behind that right calf to take it a little bit deeper. Just breathing, no holding or clenching here. We're going to take a big step back with a pivoted foot to come up into our warrior one on our inhale. Breathing. And open up, warrior two. Gazes forward. And drop that left hand, right hand sweeps up. Exalted warrior. Now that right elbow comes above that right knee. Left hand sweeps up. And if you want to take that right hand beside that right foot, be my guest. Breathing and smiling here. And we plant that hand, frame that foot, and step back, downward dog. So nice. We've not taken a vinyasa, so let's do that. Roll forward, plank. Lower down chaturanga, and then push up to an upward facing dog. Everybody meets back in a child's pose. So nice. Just allowing that breath to calm itself down just a second. And ever so slowly, we'll pillow ourselves up. We're going to meet in downward facing dog. Very nice. Let's go and roll forward into our plank. We're going to shift over for Shavasana, our side plank on the right. Left hand up towards the sky. You can take tree variation, or you could try to grab that big foot and extend that side plank. Whatever you want to do here, you do it. Pushing through that right arm, right shoulder as hard as you can. And let's go ahead and pivot over to the other side, left hand plants. Feet pivot, right arm up to the sky. You could take tree here, or grab those big toes, send it out for extended. Whatever you choose. And plant that hand, and we're going to vinyasa. Push forward, lower down, push up, and everybody meets us in downward dog. Very nice. I hope you are a little warm because I'm quite warm here. Go ahead and inhale the right leg up, 3-leg dog, and roll it forward, plant it in between the hands, and allow yourself to rise up. High lunge. Breathing, smiling. And let's go and take an interlace behind the back. Lift that chest. Gaze goes up towards that ceiling. Beautiful. Pivot the left leg. We're coming, bring the chest down towards the right knee. And those arms can drop overhead. For our humble warrior, breathe. And inhale, we come back up. Release the bond of the hands. Frame that foot. Step it back. Downward dog. Beautiful. Inhale, left leg up. Roll forward and plant it in between the hands. And allow your inhale to bring you up. High lunge. Breathing. No holding, no clenching. And release the hands behind the back. And lift that chest and the gaze. Pivot on that right foot and slowly come down for our humble warrior on this side. Very nice, very nice. Slowly bring yourself back up, release the interlace, hands come up, and frame that foot and step it back. Downward dog. Roll forward, plank, lower down, chaturanga, push up into our upward facing dog. Everybody meets, downward dog. Go ahead and take the feet to the outside edges of the mat. And walk your hands back, dropping the hips down. You got it. Yogi squat. Stephanie's favorite. Press those elbows on those knees. Hands at heart center. You're amazing. I feel a little bit warm. I hope that you are warm as well. We're going to have some fun playing with crow. If you don't have a block or a pillow and you've never even tried crow, I do challenge you to get a block or a pillow. And what you're going to do with it is put it in front of your face to stop you from falling. So if you've never done it, we put it on its highest setting. Okay? This would be the next highest setting. And of course, if you're here, you probably don't need it, but This right here is a good starting point. Okay, and we are in squat. So the best way for me to play with crow is from forward fold, but I like to show it two ways. So I'm going to show it this way first, and then I'll do it from the fold. So we plant our hands, and as you see, this is going to be a little easier because our knees aren't pushing into the back of our arms like the other way I'm going to show you. So this way is a little bit more comfortable if you've never tried it before. So we put the hands down and then we just kind of play. You might have to push this out a little. But you come up on those tippy toes and then you just kind of feel what it feels like to take flight here. The block will stop you from teeter-tottering forward, right? Because that's kind of the deal is we're teeter-tottering, we're putting our weight and we're balancing it on our hands. So yeah, just play there. If you like that option, I'll show you another way to do this. Is to come into our forward fold and have the hands down. And then we bring the knees right on the back right before we get to the elbow, okay? So they just kind of sit there. And then, as you see, my head on this block is keeping me from going forward, and it's allowing me to play with my feet. If I take it away, I'm coming down like this. Got it? So the block or the pillow or whatever you have there helps protect your head so that you don't fall forward. So yeah, wherever you are, just have some fun playing with the crow. So many different ways to do it. We just got to find the one that works for us and keep doing it. Once you're done playing, we'll meet back in our yogi squat and we'll take some wrist circles because that one is obviously one that is harder on our wrist. But crow is most definitely what started my arm balancing fun. It got me confident in my upper body. Slowly we sit back, legs out long. Go and bring that right foot into the left thigh. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, we fold over that left leg. Just breathing. We're not done. I'm just letting our bodies kind of simmer back down before we do our core work. Nice big inhales and exhales here. Very slowly, we come up. Right leg goes out and the left foot comes into that right thigh. Inhale, arms up and exhale, fold over that right leg. And very slowly, we come back up. Left leg meets the right. We're going to take one here. So inhale, arms up. Nice bend in those knees. And we fold. Very nice. Active feet, bent knees, straight back. Gaze is forward, not down. That'll help you lengthen that spine instead of rounding through it. And very slowly, we peel ourselves up. So we're going to do our core work. So let's go ahead and come onto our back. Legs up in the sky or in the air. So we're going to have some fun and play. I just love core and I love ab workouts. So normally for my fun thing, we do hands overhead and we come up like this. But this time we're going to do it a little differently. We're going to drop that right leg and we're just going to clap and then reverse and clap. So not all the way up and down. Maybe a touch easier, but this isn't going to be the only exercise we do. So let's go ahead and start. We'll drop the right leg down and clap. 1, left leg down, clap. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Hug those knees in. Maybe a little left and right rock here. And this time we're going to come in for bicycles. So our shins can be parallel to the ceiling or the mat. Hands behind our head interlaced. And right elbow, left knee. 20 times, both sides. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Hug those knees in. You are amazing. Legs up. And this time we're just going to try to touch those toes 10 times only. We got this, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Go ahead and release the left leg. Hug that right knee into the chest. Normally we come around and I'd get us into a wide-legged forward fold and we would stretch ourselves that way. But this time we're going to stretch laying right here on our backs. Thought it'd be a nice little change up here. So go ahead, straighten that right leg. Interlace your hands and pull. You can have a nice giant bend in that knee. It does not have to be straight by any means. Just pulling through there. This is such a nice release for the back, the psoas, all of those things, the sciatica in there. This is an excellent stretch. If you want, you can take your hands up by your ankle or your calf if that feels better. And go ahead and open it up towards the right there. Maybe putting the left hand on the left hip, making sure it stays down on the mat. Back to center, bend that knee, and we're going to take it across the body for our supine twist. So right arm goes out long and your gaze goes towards that right hand. Slowly we come back to center. So the right leg goes out long and the left leg comes up. Hug that knee in first and send it up. And then interlace his hands on the thigh and give it a nice pull. And of course, if you did it behind the calf or the ankle last time, be my guest and do it this time. Done today. Open it up over there to the left. Right hand on that right hip bone to make sure it stays down. Gently bend that knee. And we're going to send it across the body. And take that left hand out long. Gaze goes towards that left hand. Supine twist. Gently, we come back through center. Hook those knees in. We're going to come in for happy baby. So grabbing those outside of those shins or those ankles and just pulling down. Knees are coming towards the armpits. They're not making it there. It's just a general direction. You can shut your eyes down here. Meeting yourself in that nice zenful, peaceful place that you have built up this wonderful day. And whenever you're ready, we're going to send those legs out long for our Shavasana. Tuck in those shoulder blades, palms of the hands reach up towards the sky. Shut those eyes down. Forgetting about everything we have to do and only focusing on how amazing we feel. All that energy you cultivated, and now your body gets to just lavish in it. Allow it. Be here with yourself. Begin to bring your body back to yourself. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. big full body stretch before we roll over to one side and pause. And then gently we push ourselves back up and come into a nice seated position. Right hand on your heart, left hand over right. Showing up for yourself is not easy, but I promise it's worth it. You are amazing. I hope this flow is exactly what you needed. And I look forward to seeing you back on the mat tomorrow. Have an absolutely lovely rest of your day. Namaste.